In the colorful seaside town of Whisper Bay, where the waves hummed lullabies and the wind tiptoed through seashells, lived two best friends, Nora and Isla. Nora had curly red hair that bounced like springs and a voice as loud as a marching band on roller skates. Isla had big curious eyes and loved painting seashells in every color of the rainbow. They did everything together, digging for treasure, building jellyfish-shaped sandcastles, and racing starfish across tidal pools. But there was one tiny problem. Nora shouted. A lot. When they played tag, she'd shout, "You're it," so loudly that seagulls flew away in a panic. When she got excited, she'd yell, "Look! A crab with a mustache," and the poor crab would scuttle off, shaking. Even when she whispered, it sounded like, "I'm whispering." Isla would gently say, "Nora, maybe use your inside voice?" But Nora just grinned. "I'm just really excited." One sunny morning, the girls found something strange half buried in the sand. It was a giant spiral shell, the size of a watermelon, glimmering with pearly swirls. There was a note stuck to it that read, "The Whisper Shell. Speak softly to discover the secret inside." Nora's eyes widened. A magic shell? Let's try it. Isla leaned in and whispered gently, "Hello, Whisper Shell." The shell glowed softly and made a musical humming sound, like a lullaby sung by the sea. Nora couldn't wait. She leaned in and shouted, "Hi, shell. Tell us your secret." Suddenly, the shell shuddered, hiccuped, and then, blay! It spat out a puff of sand right into Nora's face. Nora blinked, coughing and wiping sand off her nose. What just happened? Isla giggled. "I think the shell doesn't like shouting." Nora frowned. "But I didn't mean to scare it." She tried again.
Hello?
Shell. Blay. More sand. This time into her hair. A tiny voice echoed from inside the shell, "Please speak softly. I am a whisper shell, not a megaphone." Nora looked down, her big voice finally quiet. "Oh. I guess I was kind of loud." Isla nodded kindly. "You're fun to be around, Nora. But sometimes your loud voice makes it hard to listen or play. Even the crabs hide." Nora sighed. "I don't mean to shout. I just get super duper excited and it comes out like kaboom." Isla smiled. "Maybe you can still be excited, just in a gentle way." Nora looked at the shell again. She leaned close, took a deep breath, and whispered, "Hi, shell. I'm sorry I was so loud before." The shell glowed warm pink and whispered back, "Thank you. You're learning. The gentlest voices often carry the biggest magic." And then, pop! Out of the shell floated a soft shimmer of sea sparkles that swirled around the girls like dancing bubbles. From that day on, Nora practiced her kind voice. She still got excited, oh yes, especially when she saw a seagull in sunglasses or a crab doing a cartwheel. But instead of shouting, she'd say with a twinkle in her eye, "Isla, look at that. Isn't that the silliest thing you've ever seen? Please like, share and subscribe to my channel."
Bye.